double funding for the Child Care Entitlement to States, or CCES. This critical program distributes mandatory funding for states to spend on quality child care for TANF recipients in compliance with Child Care Development Block Grant rules and quality standards. Child care expenses have skyrocketed in recent years, costing families over $10,000 a year on average. Because of this, many families are forced to choose between working or caring for their child. This is an impossible decision for families that can't afford child care, but also cannot afford to stop working. The CCDBG and CCES offers funding for states to provide quality child care to those in need. Those who, without access to child care, would not be able to stay in the workforce. And as Mr. Kine so eloquently reminded this committee, 92% of TANF recipients are single mothers. The fundamental purpose of TANF is to assist families in getting back on their feet and to reduce child poverty. But TANF provides 35% less funding to help parents and families make this transition than it did back in 1996. TANF needs additional funding to help families get back to work, and one of the most critical aspects to achieving that goal is by adequately funding quality child care programs. If we want to do the right thing as one of the richest societies in the world, we need to provide individuals with tools that help them find and keep a job and earn better wages. Child care is a fundamental piece of that puzzle. Research shows that when children have access to quality child care, their parents are more successful at their jobs. If families do not have anyone to watch their children during their work hours, they simply cannot go. And it's not just 9-to-5 child care that they need. Many parents work multiple jobs or odd hours just to make ends meet. But the bill in its current form provides no new funding to help the 5 out of 6 children who need child care but don't receive it. In some states, this bill would result in a net loss of child care slots. My amendment would fund CCES at $5.8 billion, which would enable hundreds of thousands of additional families to find child care and allow those parents to get back in the workforce. If we are serious about getting individuals back to work and lifting them into the middle class, we have to provide them with the tools and resources to do so. Work requirements without the critical support that help individuals get to work and keep their jobs is just setting people up for failure. This amendment is a critical component of enabling families to get back into the middle class, and I urge my colleagues to support it. And in my remaining time, I would like to yield time to Mr. Davis.